What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Terence Bud Crawford. Get this. World champion says he'd beat Terence Crawford easier than you think. I do everything better. Okay. Despite his 147 days being behind him, Jaron Ennis, current IBF welterweight champion, wants his shot. So much so, he's willing to meet Bud at 154. Promoter Eddie Hearn, who recently signed the Philly native, calls the biggest fight in boxing in Saudi Arabia's Turki Al-Sheikh, has expressed interest in putting money up for it. Boots, coming off a stoppage over David Avanesian, is considered the elite talent. He's 32-0 with 19 early finishes, is as impressive as any, but he would step through the ropes as an underdog. Okay. And he says, me being hungry, that's hunger. Whatever he thinks he can do, I can do better. I'm smart. I'm sharp. I'm trying to tell y'all, when I fight someone that's better, it's going to make me better. People don't understand that. You fight better competition, it makes you better. It makes you think. You go to the next level, and the fight might even be easier than what you think, than what other people think, because I know what I'm going to do. Those are the words of Jaron Boots Ennis. And let me counterpunch. I 100% agree with Jaron Ennis. Who you fight, who's your competition, makes you 100% better, okay? And based on this, okay, based on his own statements, his own logic, okay, and his belief that that is the case, and I believe that, the question would be, who has Jaron Ennis fought that made him good enough to beat Crawford? Now, does that necessarily mean he can't beat Crawford? Well, based on his own analogy, based on his own belief, he's saying, well, hey, I'm that guy that's fought other guys that make me better, and it makes you better. And I agree. This is what I think Jaron Ennis probably would do. Jaron Ennis, if he fought Terence Crawford and lost to Terence Crawford, would that make him a better fighter? It probably would, because he would probably learn that, hey, I'm not at the level that I thought I was on. It's no different from when Canelo in 2013 fought Floyd Money Mayweather. And he found out that he is not where he thought he was. He wasn't the best boxer in that ring that night. But that particular fight, being that Floyd was the elite top tier opposition, made him a better fighter. Made him absolutely a better fighter. That's why he was, that's why he was able to do certain things, because he's been in there with someone that showed him, that schooled him. So therefore, he was able to take that experience and use it. Okay? And that's why Canelo is considered one of the pound-for-pound best fighters for a while, before he started to slow down and took that double ass whooping. But other than that, before that, he was thinking, damn, who could beat this red-headed demon? Okay, and it was because of the fights that he's had. After Floyd came Lotta, and he learned from that shit too. You know what I mean? Like, hey, how much did he learn from that? Well, I think, he probably would have if he wouldn't have got the nod, he probably would have been a better fighter. I think he would have developed things better. But I know for a fact, by popular belief, that Floyd made him a better fighter. The Lara fight, that probably made him better, but I don't think he learned from that particular situation, because Lara, believe it or not, got the better of him from a boxing standpoint. You know what I mean? He just out-hustled him, and it was in his hometown and home turf, or, where a lot of Mexicanos were, okay? So that was the big crowd where they were fighting at, okay? So, yeah, but other than that, you had Austin Trout, okay? Then you had Floyd, then you had, Lotta, and then you had Cotto, and then you had Triple G. Those fights made him a better fighter overall. So saying all that about Canelo, back to Ennis. Ennis hasn't done that, Okay, he hasn't went that route. He hasn't visited these fights, experienced these oppositions. So based on what he said, we can only go on what he's done thus far. Okay, and what he's done thus far, I don't believe really helped him with other or with to beat Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? And that's just on paper, just on what I see from Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford. Yes, they both get hit. Yes, they're both switch hitters. You know what I mean? Jaron Ennis, yes, I believe the man has a chin. I believe Terence Crawford does too. So they have similar attributes. Make no mistake about it. This is not an anti-Jaron Ennis video. I just want to let it be known that based on what Jaron Ennis said, hey, opposition makes you better, and the fights you're in make you better. But that doesn't mean necessarily, though, that you're going to win every fight to make you better. Sometimes you lose, and it actually makes you better. But you guys tell me what you think of Jaron Ennis stating that he would beat Terence Crawford easier than people think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!